So let's be honest, using a macro in a game like this is just so good when you have pretty much unlimited attempts. You can get past just about anything with brute force and enough attempts. If you guys don't know how to use a macro, number one, you can do it on like your on your phone. You can do like an auto tap thing, but what you can do is click the link in the description, go download BlueStacks and download Idle Heroes there, and you can easily set up a macro. We finally got past this right here, which was important because now what we're doing is we are generating these resources here, which is awesome. We can also maybe we need to, I guess we're gonna go for sword flash right now, try to max that one out. But yeah, we're almost actually able to get through this as well, so we're gonna see if we can clear this out and unlock another boss today, because, well, the big thing holding back progress, well, two big things: we don't have an A-0 copy, and number two is we don't have this unlocked because we're still waiting on more of these Aurora gems. We need more of them, and if we can unlock the next boss too, that would be amazing. I don't know if it's something we can do right away, we'll see. But yeah, the power of a macro is amazing because we burst through what, 3 difficulties. We just brute forced it, and yeah, it makes for a lot of good progression. So let's see what happens here now if we can progress even further and get through the rest of this chapter, because if we can beat this chapter, that means we can have some fun and go ahead and and maybe get another boss down that gives us more of those Aurora gems that might unlock Destiny Transition for this very quirky, weird Isla Mock account. So yeah, let's see how this actually turns out. Not a ton of damage coming out, which is kind of scary. He is taunted as well now. I can see this one being really difficult to beat just because of how tanky the Unimaxes are. I think once we take the Unimaxes down, it'll be a little easier though. You have to take all the, oh my god, they're back to full health. Are you kidding me? Oh jeez. Granted, the Unimaxes don't get to attack because thankfully we have Star Alchemist Holmes Young, but it might be one of these things where we continue running the macro and see what happens. Oh god, these Unimaxes are gonna hit hard, maybe? No? Oh god. The panda hit really hard. Jeez Louise. Okay, we have another active at least. We get to go before the enemy. Honestly, kill the Andreas off. Oh jeez. Oh, without Giant Killer, this is gonna be such a pain. Granted, our survivability is pretty good. Sword Flash, got a lot of dodge layers built up, I guess. She continues fighting. Nah, not gonna do much. She does get the dodge though, so she does add some survivability to herself. Yeah, those actives from Xiaoho are brutal. Absolutely brutal. Let's take a look. So we're using Star Alchemist Holmes Young's core. I wonder if we should put him in the front row as well and put Queen in the back. It might be the better option. He is a little tankier than the Queen to eat those Xiaoho actives, potentially. Yeah, having him in slot 1 I think is a really good idea because he's able to tank those hits, get some blocks off. If anything, actually putting hyperspace on our Isla Mock might not be the worst thing, putting him in slot 1. Sadly, we just missed the amount of energy we needed there. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe we need to put Isla Mock in slot 1 because that would give him more energy and more active abilities. So that would be pretty good. I don't think this one's going to work out at all. Honestly, we need all of his attacks to hit the Andreas in the back because we need to get rid of that healing that they're getting because they're just charging themselves right back up. Yeah, because see, him being in slot 1 might be the best option because him blocking attacks looks like a good idea. He's able to tank most of those hits and they're not really deadly. If anything, they kind of just charge him up more. Okay, yeah, because we want to keep Star Alchemist Holmes Young alive as long as possible so we can continue to get that healing from his core. Yeah, you're gonna die. Okay, let's do a couple more attempts here. See what we can do. Let's put you into the slot 1. Let's try it like that maybe. Because again, we kind of want to avoid big impacts on Star Alchemist Holmes Young from the Unimaxes hitting the back row so hard. Because now, yeah, now he's going to get hit, which is going to give him energy, which is going to give him almost an active in every single round technically, because now he gets the energy burst here. He's going to go over 100. That's good. Again, he's getting more energy here. He is taking a brutal amount of hits though. Oh, the actives from the Xiaohos are kind of brutal, man. We can basically live until the Xiaohos do another active. Because I think the next active from Xiaohos are going to destroy us. Yeah, I just don't think we have the damage at this point. So, like, this is fine. But the second they come with an active next round, even if we're gaining a lot of shields, it's just not going to be enough. Yep, see, then he goes down. He goes down hardcore from the Xiaoho. So, I mean, the one thing is we can purchase a Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok anytime now. We're just looking for literally the cheapest copy possible. We're talking about like 10 to 12,000, which means we're probably going to have to wait until the next Soul Awakening Gala happens, because right now it's pretty much the same copies up constantly. There's none of them really for a good price necessarily, at least for what we want to spend on one. The cheapest ones are like 15,000, and yeah, we're looking for ones that are like barely an A- copy, you know, like barely, and we're trying to find one that's like 10 to 12,000. So once we do find that, we'll jump on it, and that'll be a huge power boost that might help us get through the Void campaign a little bit further. Granted, this account doesn't really have any. It's got 2,300, so it's a good starting point. I'll probably transfer over like 10,000 from our main account, and then we can get some stuff done. The one nice thing is we have heroic scrolls to do to get some more resources in the coming weeks. We have profit orbs at a good amount. The only thing we don't have is wishing coins, but again, not a big issue here. It's gonna be a fun account to progress on. Man, 14 million crystals of transcendence. That's funny, because in reality we're only building fortress heroes. However, you know, we should be open-minded as far as tenants go. Like for Queen, yeah, we got you. Probably build up like Bloodtide Queen Arania. Maybe she can be of some use to us as well. I don't really know. But yeah, we have a lot of fortress heroes. Most of them are kind of useless, but we're kind of just waiting. Like, we're literally sitting here at level 120. We have everything unlocked now, right? Yeah, we got full sublimations. We're just ready to hit this button right here. But in order to do that, we need to make a little bit more progression, because this is not far enough, and this one here I still don't think we can do even as a solo. I think we're still lacking as far as what we can do here. We got to make sure we block every single attack, that's for sure. Oh, that was a brutal hit. Oh, I forgot we also need to run some healing, otherwise that will happen right there. But granted, you can see how much damage is coming in. It is a lot. Even if we are to use like a healing type setup here. Crit, yeah. If we go for like this with this, crit damage, block. I mean, if I need to go to damage reduction here, maybe this will work. Like, maybe this will give us that little bit more survivability. We got 2 more attempts. Might as well use them up today. Again, when you're going up against the first boss, it's almost better just to have him solo or have him paired with like a Scarlet Queen Halora that's going to die real quick, because you don't want to attack too much into the boss, because that's going to hurt your heroes overall. Yeah, getting that heal is pretty big right there. Question is, does he have the damage to beat him by round 6 or 7? The answer is probably no. Got to generate a bunch of shielding here. Generating those shields, it's not enough. It's definitely not enough to survive. So yeah, we're kind of playing the waiting game, but at the very least we are now generating these resources, which is absolutely awesome. So let me know what you guys think. I mean, this might even work for the current stage we're on. We'll have to see how that turns out, but winning this battle might be difficult. We'll turn the macro back on. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series, and I'll see you guys next time.